dramatic turn that could reshape India-US trade relations, President Donald Trump has announced a 25% tariff on India's imports, along with an undefined penalty that may push the total duties even higher. This sudden escalation has thrown ongoing trade negotiations into uncertainty as strategic, economic, and geopolitical tension converge. In this report, we unpack what tariff means for India's economy, the sector most at risk, and how the road ahead for both nations just got a lot more complicated. In a decision that could reshape the future of India-US trade ties, US President Donald Trump on July 30 imposed a steep of 25% tariff on all imports from India, along with involved but ominous penalty. This move ends months of speculation but not the uncertainty surrounding bilateral trade between the two democracies. Citing India's unfair trade barriers and its continued dealing with Russia for oil and defense purchases, Trump defended the tariff as necessity to protect American interests. The penalty he mentioned remained undefined, but if his earlier threat of 10% additional tariff on BRICS nations are any guide, India exports to the US could soon be hit up to 35% in total duties. From negotiation table to tariff war, the timing is significant. Earlier this year, both nations appeared ready to move forward. In February, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Donald Trump jointly announced plans to conclude the first phase of bilateral trade deal by fall of 2025, a rare and a promising sign what is often a slow bureaucratic process. For context, India's recent deal with UK took over 3 years to finalize, but the optimism quickly dimmed. In April, Trump launched his Liberation Day tariff plan, introducing a 10% universal tariff and additional country-specific duties. India's total hit came to 26%. A 90-day pause was declared soon after, extended to August 1st, to give trade partners time to renegotiate terms. The latest announcement, however, confirmed the pause is over and a harder stance is back. India's position remained clear. Nation and energy security come first. Officials in New Delhi argued that buying discounted Russian oil is an economic necessity, not a political statement. That logic, however, finds the little sympathy in Trump's White House. Tariff hike is not just about oil or trade imbalance. A series of recent flashpoints has depended mistrust. Trump has repeatedly criticized India's tariff and regulatory hurdles, issue he first raised during his earlier presidency. His recent remarks suggested a revival of those frustrations. Adding fuel to the fire, Trump recently claimed that it was his intervention that led to the ceasefire between India and Pakistan following Operation Sindoor. This remains sensitive sectors, and opening them to foreign competition would likely to harm millions of small Indian farmers. The US has pushed for a ceasefire, but New Delhi has made clear that this is a red line and it will not cross. India has notified the World Trade Organization that it reserves the right to impose retaliatory tariff on US imports, particularly on goods like aluminium, steel, and automobiles. But so far, the response has been measured. The message from New Delhi appears to be keep talking even in disagreement. Negotiators from countries have met 5 times since March, with the US team expected to visit India later this month. But with Trump now openly linking trade benefits with India tied with Russia, the space for compromising is shrinking. While India's trade talks stall, other countries are moving ahead.